And you probably already played to the end anyway, but Summertime, I only went up to bar 18. So I'm going to do the rest of that line and then onto the second line. Just put the music so you can see it just about. Okay, so you start at the beginning with the same, oops, just move it a bit. So the same pattern as the beginning of the music. So that's the same. Now, the only difference here, if you haven't noticed, I hope you have, is that instead of starting with the 5 like you do at the beginning, it starts with the 3rd finger now in the right hand. That's because you've got to use some higher notes in bar 21. So that's E, A, E, D. So you need your 3rd finger on the E just before. So bar 21. Then in bar 22, the 3rd finger comes over. That's written on the music. And we've got again some syncopation here. It starts with the quaver. Okay. Now when you go to the next E, you can go back to the 5. You don't need the 3 because you're not playing notes higher. Everything's just underneath that. So I'm just looking, that is the same, isn't it, as the first page. So hopefully you've copied the same fingering for all of that. Okay, now bar 29 is a repeat of bar 21. Okay, so it does mean if I play the chord just before that, I'm going to have to jump. So go back to your 3rd finger. So in bar 29, if you haven't got it written on, put the 3rd finger there. This is like the top of the page. So 3 comes over the same. Okay, I'm going to stop there for a minute. So again, I'm copying just the fingering from the top line into that line. All right, then carrying on bar 32. You need to use the thumb as it says. Actually, I should have used 5 and 3 there. That's the same as on the first page, isn't it? And then I think this is the same as the first page as well. Okay, and now bar 33, 34, 35, we've got something different. Now you could use 3 or 4. Doesn't matter too much. Okay, just from bar 36 then, so 3 on F sharp, 2 on F natural. The thumb should be on the E, bar 37, the 3rd finger comes over the top, 3. So it is a chromatic scale, but it's sort of using some of the fingering there. Well, that is the fingering I'm talking about. That is part of your D chromatic scale, all right? But instead of putting the 3 over, they just put the 2 because you're not going any further, so you don't need to put the 3. The 2 is fine. But yeah, you should be using your chromatic fingering there. The left hand, I would just use, well, you can either use 2 and 5 to 1 and 3, which I would think works better. But it depends. If you've already learned it, you may put your own fingering in. All right. So I'll play it from bar 36. So all the right hand is joining everything up. There's little breaks in the left hand, but I'm joining all the right hand. Okay. Now these little squiggly lines mean to split the notes up like that, but don't let go of the notes, hold them down, they just spread like a quick arpeggio. And I think you want to try and join all of that, so you can either put the second finger, or if that's a bit of a stretch, put the third finger. Then you've got to stretch the little finger down to the A. So either 2 or 3 on that D. Okay, I'm going to use the 2. Then this is A, C, E and A, sorry. C, E and A is the last chord. So yeah, there's a lot of repetition from the first page, and you should always use the same finger patterns, but there is some differences, so watch out for particularly the fingering. It's always all down to the fingering a lot of the time.